Welcome to News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Eric Morton, and here is the news for May 27th, 2021. In an email to team members, Universal Orlando indicated that they would be making some changes to their pay structure for team members. They will now be offering a base rate of $15 an hour starting June 27th. Universal will be increasing many of their starting pay rates for new hires by doing this and raising the salaries of existing employees as well. At Universal Orlando Resort, an additional health and safety protocol has been changed. Team members are no longer squirting guest hands with sanitizer as they board attractions. The hand sanitizer policy now states hand sanitizer available. The signs were not reprinted. Instead, Universal applied stickers over the previous policy. This policy change may slightly shorten attraction load times. We're back at Universal Studios Florida this morning for a full tour of the Jurassic World Tribute Store. The Tribute Store had 4 themed rooms offering merchandise, photo ops, and treats. After you pass through the gates, you enter an InGen facility. Equipment and lockers for the InGen team are found in the entry with doors for maintenance and a break room. Jurassic World staff uniforms, hard hats, and walkie-talkies are next to a lookout station before you enter the control room. You can pick up some Velocicoaster grand opening merchandise here as well. The computer terminals show dinosaur data, a map of Isla Nublar, and more park monitoring systems. You can also see security camera footage of Velocicoaster. This computer terminal doubles as a U-Design station for phone cases and wall signs. The first Mold-A-Rama machine lets you create a tiny T-Rex. When you enter the Raptor paddock, you'll find plenty of Jurassic World merchandise and velociraptors on the prowl. Remember, they hunt in packs, so watch out. A long hallway directs you to the Jurassic Park Visitor Center. Much like we saw in Jurassic World, the old park building has been overgrown and fallen into disrepair. Here, guests head into the laboratory where the original Jurassic Park dinosaurs were created. In the lab, you'll find the other Mold-A-Rama machine where you can make a small Brachiosaurus. The eerie nature of the abandoned lab is emphasized by the sounds of a raging thunderstorm and dinosaurs on the loose. The lights even flicker. Plants grow around the old equipment unhindered. A tiny Compsognathus, I guess, lurks in the shadows. This room is full of original props from the Jurassic Park film series. Next to the letter dismissing John Hammond as CEO of InGen, guests can spot his iconic cane topped with the mosquito fossilized in amber. The hat worn by Alan Grant, Sam Neill, sits next to his book, Dinosaur Detectives. The final room holds the Gentle Giants exhibit featuring a Triceratops. This is also where you'll find many dinosaur-themed snacks. The Triceratops is hanging out in a paddock near the entry. It's a great photo op, by the way. The Treat Outpost has a display case packed to the brim with delicious snacks, including the Jurassic World Dig-In jar, the Pistachio Puff, and many blue treats. The checkout area is themed to the Veterinary Services Department of Isla Nublar. When exiting, vintage-style attraction posters line the walls for both real and fictional rides. A statue of John Hammond stands at the exit to the tribute store. You can watch a full walkthrough right here on our channel. A video of us cracking open one of those chocolate dinosaur eggs, also here on our YouTube channel. Looks pretty cool. It has well, I'll let you watch. It's got a dinosaur inside. It's pretty neat. DreamWorks Destination is occupying the former A Day in the Park with Barney building at Universal Studios Florida, as we talked about last week. The new character meet and greet opened last week for technical rehearsal. During technical rehearsals, the experience may not operate on a regular schedule. In addition, guests are informed that some elements may not function at all. The covered queue has blue curtains and flat panel displays. Colorful stars are projected onto the floor. Once inside, we get our first glimpse of the characters. Gloria Poe and Guy Diamond were greeting guests. Aside from the addition of DreamWorks characters, not much really has changed inside the building. Families are assigned numbered spots along the floor. Team members work to manage traffic and hype up the crowd. There are 3 areas surrounding the stage. A host asks DreamWorks trivia questions. Kids shout out the answers then, of course. Benches are also available. Character art lines the room, and the Day in a Park with Barney seats have also been removed. Guests are able to approach the stage to get a great shot with their favorite characters. A marker on the floor indicates where guests should stand. Team members are also on stage dancing with the characters. During our second visit, we saw different characters and discovered more details about the experience. The doors for the theater close only when it has reached capacity. Once inside, guests may exit the theater at any time. The show featured King Julian, Puss in Boots, and Branch. The characters dance, then rotate to a different spot on the stage. This allows the three audience sections to take photos with each character. Guests are reminded to stay masked for photos since the theater is indoors. An outdoor meet and greet with one of the penguins of Madagascar was added after the first show we attended. Be sure to check out our DreamWorks destination video, of course, right here on this YouTube channel. More guests can now take the 85-foot plunge on Jurassic Park River Adventure. The Universal's Islands of Adventure attraction is now seating parties in every row. The change went into effect over the weekend. The queue may now move a little bit faster as the ride's capacity has increased. One party is seated per row. Masks are not required as River Adventure is a water ride. A new Raptor has joined the pack at Jurassic Park and Islands of Adventure. Guests can now meet fully grown Raptor Bravo at the Raptor Encounter, where she'll be alternating with Blue. A Jurassic Park team member introduces guests visiting the Raptor Encounter to Bravo. Once Bravo is calmed, guests can take photos with the Raptor. We got up close and personal with Bravo. She's named after the B and NATO radio alphabet, of course, just like the other Raptors in Blue's pack, Charlie, Delta, and Echo. Every day we get a little closer to the June 10th opening of Velocicoaster, and every day, it seems, we get a new Jurassic World piece of merchandise at Islands of Adventure. This week we spotted a new hat, keychains, pins, and wall signs. Check out all these new items with pricing and more over at UniversalParksNewsToday.com. Universal Orlando Resort's fan-favorite hot version of Butterbeer is now available year-round. All right. Universal made the exciting announcement on social media on Monday morning. Hot Butterbeer was previously only available during the winter months at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Recently, we tried new food offerings at Universal Orlando Resort. At Thunder Falls Terrace in Islands of Adventure, we tried the prehistoric wing platter for $15.49. Char-grilled chicken wings marinated with olive and spices, then tossed in a sweet chili sauce, served with cilantro lime rice, black beans, and plantain chips. And at Universal Studios, we tried the tripleta and yuca frita from the Summer Bites booth between Springfield and the London areas. The tripleta is marinated steak, grilled ham, roast pork, crispy potato sticks, cabbage, and mayo ketchup on pan sobao for $14.99. And the yuca frita is fried yuca sticks with garlic and onion mojo and mayo ketchup for $5.99. Check out our full reviews over at our website. Toothsome Chocolate Emporium and Savory Feast Kitchen has updated its bulk candy procedures. Guests are no longer required to use hand sanitizer or gloves when buying bulk candy. Guests are able to fill bags using tongs or scoops. After scooping the sweet treats, guests return the scoops to the storage slot built into the bins. Self-serve bags are stored in slots between the upper and lower dispensers. It is interesting to note that this change has only occurred at Toothsome so far. Inside the theme park, guests are still asked to use hand sanitizer and those gloves. Just don't use your bare hands. A new collection of Gringotts themed bags now available at Universal Orlando Resort. We found this shiny gold card holder, crossbody, and mini backpack in the Universal Studios store in City Walk. Each of the three items is embossed with the Bank of Gringotts logo featuring a goblin. Universal Studios Hollywood is now allowing out-of-state visitors. Per California state guidelines, out-of-state visitors must be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 and provide proof of vaccination before entering the theme parks. A sign outside Universal Studios Hollywood is reminding guests of this rule. The sign states, guests who reside outside of California must show proof of COVID-19 vaccination. Vaccination card, photo of vaccination card, or document from a healthcare provider may act as proof. Guests must also show a photo ID. All California residents may visit regardless of vaccination status. Universal Studios Hollywood has updated their website and removed temperature screenings from its COVID-19 safety measures. This move comes after the news that the state of California is preparing to fully reopen on June 15th, and at Disneyland Resort is preparing to discontinue temperature checks on that day as well. We were enjoying an afternoon at Universal Studios Hollywood when we stumbled on a surprise. A new fluffy meet and greet opportunity has hopped into the park. guests can now meet and interact with Snowball from The Secret Life of Pets. From his balcony perch, Snowball calls down to guests to chat and ask questions. The adorable former villain is clearly still mixed up in the mischief, yelling to guests, who is your leader and can I be the leader? Watch our video, the new Snowball meet and greet, right here on our YouTube channel. With summer on the horizon, rest assured you can find sweet treats to beat the heat at Universal Studios Hollywood. Studio Scoop, located on the lower lot near Revenge of the Mummy, the ride, reopened this week. Temporary queue barriers are set up along with physical distancing markers. Studio Scoop serves a Dreyer's ice cream. And check out the full menu on UniversalParksNewsToday.com. Super Nintendo World, as we know, opened earlier this year at Universal Studios Japan. But Californians still have to wait to jump into this video game land. Construction began on Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Hollywood in August of 2020 and was confirmed in December of 2020. Since Universal Studios Hollywood reopened, we have been able to catch a few glimpses of construction on the land. There aren't many obvious changes to the top level of Super Nintendo World since our last visit. However, the blue crane on the left side is no longer reaching up to the tallest tower. Some temporary tents to protect crew from the California heat have been erected. Most construction materials have been moved from beneath the shaded area to the tent locations themselves. Some mesh orange screening is also set up around the circular area in the center. Super Nintendo World is expected to open in 2022 at Universal Studios Hollywood. If the little ones need an extra energy outlet while visiting Universal Studios Hollywood, well, you're in luck. The Dino Play for Kids area is officially open in Jurassic World. Dino Play focuses on interactive fun for the youngest set. It offers a fossil dig site, massive dinosaur skulls, a jungle climber, and a rope plank bridge for your little paleontologist in training. Located next to the queue for Jurassic World The Ride, Dino Play for Kids offers a tamer experience for the little ones. The kids can let off some steam on the gigantic Triceratops jungle climber or take a shaky stroll across the rope plank bridge. Among other safety precautions, Universal Studios Hollywood still requires masks even in outdoor play areas for children. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to UniversalParksNewsToday.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Universal Parks News Today on YouTube for more great content, click the bell for notifications, and make sure to hit select all notifications so that you never miss an episode of News Today with Universal Parks News Today. For UPNT, this is Eric Morton saying the future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
Introducing WDWNT Entertainment, the new home for your favorite WDWNT shows, including Geekly Kingdom, a nerdy talk show with discussions, games, and interactive trivia. Deep in the Plus, diving into and reviewing the catalog available on Disney+. Cosmic Read Live, a show talking music, merchandise, vacation memories, and Imagineering attractions. WDWNT The RPG, a tabletop-style role-playing game like D&D but set in the parks. Ride Rehab, a satirical show of fixing attractions or ruining them even more. And many new and exciting programs to come. Subscribe now at youtube.com/WDWNT Entertainment.